Hello everyone, and welcome to Theatrical Thursday. Dark lines appeared on Brom's forehead as he reined in Snowfire to a halt. "You won't wait?" he asked. Aragon shook his head mulishly. Brom sighed. "This wouldn't be a problem if you weren't so suspicious, but I suppose that you wouldn't be worth my time if you were otherwise." Aragon was unsure if he should take that as a compliment. Brom lit his pipe and slowly blew a plume of smoke into the air. "I'll tell you," he said, "but you have to understand that I cannot reveal everything." Aragon started protest, but Brom cut him off. "It's not out of a desire to withhold information, but because I won't give away secrets that aren't mine. There are other stories woven in this narrative. You'll have to talk with the others involved to find out the rest." "Very well. Explain what you can," said Aragon. "Are you sure?" said Brom. "There are reasons for my secretiveness. I've tried to protect you by shielding you from the forces that would tear you apart. Once you know of them and their purposes, you'll never have the chance to live quietly. You'll have to choose sides and make a stand. Do you really want to know?" "I cannot live my life in ignorance," said Aragon quietly. "A worthy goal. Very well. There is a war raging in Alagacia between the Varden and the Empire. Their conflict, however, reaches far beyond any incidental armed clashes. They are locked in a titanic power struggle centered around you." "Me?" said Aragon, disbelieving. "That's impossible. I don't have anything to do with either of them." "Not yet," said Brom, "but your very existence is the focus of their battles. The Varden and the Empire aren't fighting to control this land or its people. Their goal is to control the next generation of riders, of whom you are the first. Whoever controls these riders will become the undisputed master of Alagacia." Aragon tried to absorb Brom's statements. It seemed incomprehensible that so many people would be interested in him and not in Sapphira. No one besides Brom had thought he was that important. The whole concept of the Empire and the Varden fighting over him was too abstract for him to grasp fully. Objections quickly formed in his mind. "But all of the riders were killed except for the 4 sworn who joined Galbatorix. And as far as I know, even those are now dead. And you told me in Carvajal that no one knows if there are still dragons in Alagacia." "I lied about the dragons," said Brom flatly. "Even though the riders are gone, there are still 3 dragon eggs left, all of them in Galbatorix's possession. Actually, there are now only 2 since Sapphira hatched. The king salvaged the 3 during his last great battle with the riders." "So there may be 2 new riders soon, both of them loyal to the king?" asked Aragon with a sinking feeling. "Exactly," said Brom. "There is a deadly race in progress. Galbatorix is desperately trying to find the people for whom his eggs will hatch, while the Varden are employing every means to kill his candidates or steal the eggs." "But where did Sapphira's eggs come from? And how could anyone have gotten it away from the king? And why do you know all of this?" asked Aragon, bewildered. "So many questions," laughed Brom. He laughed bitterly. That actually reminds me of me, because I tend to ask way too many questions all the time. It's actually a stressful point for me and, well, anyone who's talking to me, especially when plans are involved. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this week of Theatrical Thursday as much as I did. Until next week, enjoy books.